I don't know. I mean, I think that it's such a hard question. You know, I mean, it can be, the style can become extinct. You know, again, that's why it's good that it's at least preserved somewhere. You know, physically doing it, who knows? You know, I mean, 10 years down from the road or 60 years down from the road, I'm going to be crippled in a fucking wheelchair. I'll probably still be messing around with Eric and talking about it, or at least trying to, you know, move your pinky. I can't. It's stiff. I got arthritis. You know, move it, you old man. But, you know, I mean, it's like, who knows? I mean, who knows? I'd love to see some sort of performance level happen. You know, I mean, I'd love to see someone get money from somebody to be able to go and do a show and make it artistically done. I mean, it's hard because, you know, with popping, you can put 6 people on a stage and they can do these, like, huge, elaborate, like, throwdowns and rolls and, you know, whatever, and people can get into this flashy, you know, or when you look at Liquid and you look at Digits, it's not flashy, it's very technical, it's an introverted style, it's not meant to be broadcasted amongst, like, this huge stage, but there's gonna, you know, someone will come along and have some sort of artistic vision on how to take that art form to some sort of theatrical. It'd be really cool. I think that would make me very happy. I would love to see that. But 10 years from now, who knows? I mean, hopefully that'll be 2 generations later, you know, and that means that many more people doing it, you know. So we'll see. You know, take the time to learn it. You know, don't show up on a message board and say, how do you do this? It's like, what kind of an answer do you expect? You know, go to an artist and ask him how to paint something. You think he's not going to give you an answer in like 30, there's no 30-second answer to it. You know, no one is going to sit down and write you a reply on the internet with exactly how to do something. The longest you'll get is a 2-page reply, and most likely the information is going to be fucking wrong. You know, sit down, look at the information that's there, search it, you know, look at the videos, try to understand history. You know what I mean? There are resources, but what irks me is when people want the, you know, definitive answer within, you know, a 30-second reply. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen in any style. You know, like I said, unfortunately the culture is not there, so people do have to resort to you know, internet resources, which is fine, but, you know, before you go and just say, how do you do this, you know, that's such a fucking generic question. It makes, when I hear that, it makes me think that really the only thing the person wants is to learn how to do something like that so that they can, like, utilize it for 10 minutes in a club and, you know, try to get something hot on their lap. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, don't ask that question. Like, study it, research it, then reach out to some, like, you know, you're reaching out to a community of like 50 or 60 people that are on there. Well, you know, find out who's who on there. Read all the posts. Go through the posts. If you ask, how do you do this? And someone says, read the posts. Well, there's all your answers. You know, go through it. Go look back. There's, you know, 400 pages of information and nonsense. You know, you'll at least learn who the idiots are on the fucking message board, you know? And then when someone replies and says, well, look, it's like this really metaphysical element of surprise, you're going to realize the guy's fucking bullshitting you, you know? So it's like, you know, just take your time to learn it, really. It's like the big thing, you know? And travel, you know? Travel good. And it's like, you know, everyone's like, oh, well, one of the hugest things that we always got was, well, why don't you come, why won't you come here? It's like, well, we'll come here. You go to your club manager and say that you'd like to have us come host an event. You know, do you think that we can fork out $400 every time we get asked to go somewhere, let alone to stay? I mean, it's, you know, we'd love to, but we're not made like that. You know, we're struggling, you know, middle class, low class people. You know, we come from the deep little dinges of dirt, just like you guys, man. We're not the upper echelons. You know, we don't exist like that. So it's like, you know, either you make something happen, you know, and try to find a way to get one of us down there, and that would be great. We don't ask for a lot, you know. Feed us and give us a roof over our head, you know. Or take your $400 and find out where people are going to be. Go to Detroit, you know. Go to locations where people are going to be and watch them. Watch them, talk to them, you know. Just that's how you do it. I mean, I've gone to like places just to find like Mr. Animation, one of my biggest influences. I went and I searched him out twice. I would go and look for him on the promenade to watch him perform, because I wanted to see how someone really performs. I wanted to see what someone at his caliber looks like up close in person. I wanted to pick his brain. So I went there. I went to California. I did a lot of other stuff too, but I went there knowing that this guy's in California. I'm going to make sure I see him, and that's what I did. And people don't do that. You know, it's like, you're not going to get it sitting on your couch in front of your screen. You're only going to understand a little bit about it. So.